Hello everybody, my name is Arjun Reddy, and today we're going to be talking about the adherence to CONSORT guidelines and clinical trial registration in RCTs among the top 20 ophthalmology journals. The CONSORT statement was created in 1996 by Begg et al. That was published in JAMA as a means of grading randomized controlled trials for their methodological quality. Since that point, many journals have adopted the checklist as a means of standardizations of their published RCTs. In addition, journals have also adopted clinical trial registration prior to the start of a clinical trial to be able to prevent selective reporting among statistically significant results. This is also known as publication bias. For the purpose of our study, we look to investigate the editorial policies and enforcement of reporting guidelines among the top 20 ophthalmology journals. In addition, we look to be able to compare the RCTs published in these journals, and specifically compare journals that require CONSORT adherence and clinical trial registration versus journals that do not require CONSORT adherence and clinical trial registration. For our methodology, we used Google H5 Index as a means of being able to find the top 20 ophthalmology and general medicine journals with the highest indices. Afterwards, we went into the instructions for authors sections and other author guidelines sections to be able to find the designs for research eligible for publication within each journal. We then reviewed those sections for reporting guidelines, study registrations, and other policies needed for publication, and extracted those using a pilot-tested Google form. Finally, we extracted individual RCTs from the top 20 ophthalmology journals to see if they complied with these policies within these journals. Specifically, we looked at adherence for CONSORT and clinical trial registration for the specific RCTs. In our results, we found that 62% of RCTs that were published in journals requiring CONSORT guidelines followed the CONSORT checklist by including a CONSORT flow diagram within their study. While that adherence is low, we also found that only 38% of journals recommending CONSORT guidelines included a CONSORT flow diagram. Among the RCTs within our sample, 75% of RCTs that were published in journals requiring trial registration reported their actual trial registration numbers. In contrast, 70% of the RCTs published in journals not mentioning trial registration requirements reported their trial registration numbers. Due to our findings of limited adherence to CONSORT guidelines and limited disclosures of prospective trial registration among ophthalmology RCTs, we propose that ophthalmology journals require CONSORT adherence and trial registration to better allow for adherence to higher methodological quality in Level 1 ophthalmology studies. We believe that this will result in higher quality data, allowing us to support clinical decision-making and improve patient care.